Hello all. So today I wanted to talk to you about the importance of making room. Now, as funny as that may sound, we always think like, oh, well, I'm prepared for X, Y, and Z. But a lot of times we are saying one thing and we're not making room for the thing that we say we're ready for. Example, in the Bible, Moses was getting, of course, these complaining people that were saying, we want water, we're wanting water. Where's the water? Talk to God about bringing us water. And he says, you don't really want water, because if you wanted water, you would go and dig ditches um, to hold the water so that you have some kind of way to drink from it. And so it really made me think. I was like, a lot of times people are saying, they're saying they want one thing, but they have not prepared themselves for the thing that they say that they actually need. And so I want to use that in a way that we deal with business. A lot of times it can be like, well, I need more of this in order to start a business, or I need more employees, but you have not really done all the research to see what it's going to take to hire on a new employee. And so I want you to think in terms of, am I actually making room for the thing that I say that I want? And how you do that is not by saying, well, when the thing gets here, I'll be more ready. No, you need to be ready before it comes. And how you do that is by doing your research on what it takes to obtain this. And so you act in a way that basically says, even though they're physically not here yet, I have prepared it in such a way that when they come, I will be ready for them, and all they have to do is come and insert themselves in the spot that I have for them. So another example, if you are a person that has a business and you know that you're growing and it's time to basically hire a new employee, you're not going to hire somebody on knowing that you don't have the money to actually pay them. You're not going to have somebody sitting in the desk or you're not going to have somebody come in the office and you don't have a place for them to sit. You don't have stuff for them to work on. You don't have the utensils that they need in order to do the job. You're wasting that person's time. You're wasting your time and your energy. So what you do is, before they come, you go and buy the desk. Before they come, you make sure you have all the stuff that they need to write with, a computer to work at, and the work that they're going to actually need to do. You prepared before they come. So many times I've heard people say, another example, I want to start a business, but I don't have the money. Well, first thing about that, or I have this business, but in order to grow the business, I need more of this, which we will just say money. Okay, when you go to a bank, as funny as this may sound, but this is really how it works. When you go to a bank to take out a loan, or honestly working with any type of business person, they want to see what you can do without their help. Because it's easy to just give somebody something and say, okay, go and make it grow. Well, what you're going to do when you get the money is basically, it can say a lot about what you're going to do. Is you can take that money and just go sit on it and do nothing. You can put a little bit of effort and say, well, it didn't really do what I wanted, so I'm not going to worry about it anymore. When they see a person who's already made great stride by themselves without the help, they're more inclined to help you because you did it, you had the drive before they ever came along. And that's why it's weird, because you think, I need more money. What you really need is better ideas. Okay? Again, for some people, that's a foreign concept, but it's not money that makes the world go round. Don't get me wrong. Money is very helpful for what your goals and your ideas are. You do need money, but what you need more of than money is the ideas, because you could be a person that has a brilliant idea and have no money. But if you've got the idea and you've got the drive to see it through, there will be people that come along that will provide the money, because they see the bigger goal, they see the bigger picture, and that you have established it in such a way that they know you're serious about it. It's not just something you're going off on a whim. So if you find yourself in a position basically where it's like, I need more money. Okay, well, what are you doing right now? What can you do right now before the money comes? What position can you put yourself in so that when somebody that has the funds to help you out, or the business that maybe you want, what have you done already that's saying, look, I'm already in gear. I'm already in motion. The whole thing is to keep moving. Even small steps are still steps. That's still moving. But if you're just standing still doing nothing, why would somebody want to invest in somebody that's not doing anything with their time? It's not going to happen. It's not likely to happen. You have a lot of people that are great talkers. They say, yes, I can do this, but you don't see any action taking place. And when you are not taking action towards your goal, essentially anything that's not growing, in a sense, is dead. And so in order to make sure you're growing, you have to keep moving. You have to keep yourself moving. And even if one person says no to whatever you got going on, you go to the next, because eventually somebody's going to say yes. Somebody that I talk about all the time is Bob Proctor. This man is so deep. He's so matter of fact with his information that if you're not paying attention, it can really just go over your head. It's so easy to just be like, oh, I think I got that. But when they say there's a science to making money, that there really is a science to making money. And honestly, it's not about the money. What it really is about is the way that you think. Really understand what I'm saying? It's about the way that you think about money. It's about the way that you think about the customers that you're coming in contact. It's about the way that you think about yourself. Like, all of these are little pieces to a bigger part of the puzzle. And once you have mastered these things, money comes to you with no problem. It comes to you with no problem because you have figured out how you think. You figured out how you think towards people, and you figured out what you want to do when it comes to your business. When you know all of this, you can tell it to somebody with ease without stuttering, without thinking, well, maybe X, Y, and Z. Sometimes people are unconscious. They call them unconscious confidence, and these are people that make money without thinking. They don't really know how they're making money. Like, it comes to them naturally. But when you sit and you think about what it is that you do that's working in your favor, when you start breaking down the process of what you're doing, like every time you come in contact with somebody that's a sell, and then you can just like systemize it, then it becomes like where money is just constantly coming to you. I remember a point in time in my life when it was a big deal to just have $20 in my pocket because I was so poor mentally. The thought of having money in my pocket just seemed to always elude me. Like, that's physically having money in my pocket. Like, I could never seem to have any extra money. And so if I had $100 in my pocket, it was like, oh, like I actually got some money in my pocket. What am I going to do with it? But I was so poor in my mind that if I got $100, I would immediately go out and spend it until I was just broke again, because I was used to being broke. It wasn't until I educated myself and I surrounded myself with people that were doing bigger things that I realized if you are constantly surrounding yourself with people that are broke, you're most likely going to be broke. If you surround yourself with millionaires, eventually you're going to find yourself a millionaire because you're rubbing elbows with people who know what they're doing. They have a system down. That's why I say your environment is just vitally important. What you listen to is important. What you watch every day is important. Who you talk to is important. Don't think that it doesn't matter. And what your kids listen to, that's all important. With your business, why are you starting this business? A lot of times it's because it's a legacy that we want to leave for our kids, and let them know that it doesn't matter what you want to do in life, you can do it. It's possible, because we've all at one point in time been told, you're crazy, you're not going to do that. How are you going to do that? You're not qualified enough. You don't have to be qualified. You don't have to be qualified. You just have to have the desire and the drive to do it and to see it through. So I want you to think about that. Are you making room for what it is that you really want? Are you just talking about what you really want? It's two different things. And one honestly doesn't work without the other. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by as usual. I apologize for the delay with my messages. I've been planning a wedding and it's been eventful. It's been very eventful. But I look forward to getting everything stabilized so I can kind of get back into the flow of me setting up these messages and talking to you guys about the importance of your business and the behind the scenes of your business. A business is not just a business. A business is basically a thinking game. It really is. You got to be strategic about it. And if you're not doing that, then you're going to find yourself without very shortly. So thank you for tuning in. I thank you for watching, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.